Excellent. Lisa, a very, very warm welcome. And on behalf of Shelly and the rest of the team, thank you so, so much for joining me tonight and having this little chat with me. I'll just start off, Lisa. Please tell us all about yourself, where you're from, and a bit about your life. That would be wonderful. Thank you.
I'm nearly 53 and I'm actually a Dundee girl, but I live in Cooper. I've lived in Cooper now for 18 years with my children. I've got twins, boy and a girl, and they're nearly 27. And I'm also a granny, and I've got 2 grandsons, beautiful grandsons.
Oh, fantastic. Do you work at all, Lisa?
Yes, I work in a famous coffee shop with the white and green logo, and I've been there now for 23 years.
One of my favourite places to visit, I will say. I'm a coffee addict myself. I certainly couldn't work there, that's for sure. And tell me, Lisa, how long have you been part of Feel It Be, and how did you find out about Shelly?
Just over 2 years now, and I found out about Shelly just through, like, at the end of the pandemic. I was like lost, just in a really bad place, and I was actually just outside sunbathing, and it popped up on Facebook about the 5-day blitz, and I thought, that's a sign, I need to join that, and I joined right away.
You joined the 5-day blitz program?
Joined the 5-day blitz program, and I lost 10.5 pounds in the 5 days.
5 days?
Before the 5 days was up, 5 days, I did have it to lose, I really did. Before the 5 days was up, I joined the July program.
The Feel It Be program.
Absolutely, yeah.
Tell me,
it was definitely something.
The 5-day blitz program, I'll just explain, is like a small sister program to Feel It Be. So you're given a 5-day meal plan to follow. You've got some videos of Shelly, exercise as well as education there as well. So it's just a very, very small snippet of what Feel It Be involves. But it gives our clients a wee taster of Shelly and what to expect on Feel It Be as well. But the phenomenal results that ladies find within just 5 days of just cleaning up their diet is amazing. But 10.5 pounds, wow, what a cracking kickstart to moving on to Feel It Be as well. So you said that was just at the start of the pandemic or just towards the end of lockdown 1, was that?
Yeah, it was just the start at the near end of lockdown, but we obviously work in a coffee shop, so we weren't fully open.
Okay.
So it was still quite bitty. Yeah.
And can I ask where you were in your life at that time? Did you see yourself as overweight or unfit? And what about your mindset? Where were you?
So I felt I was definitely overweight, but I was quite fit. I would go to the gym and go to the yoga, run, but I was still a big girl because I was eating all the wrong foods. I thought I was eating well, but clearly I wasn't. In my mindset, it's probably the lowest I've ever felt in all my life. And on the outside, I'm quite a bright, bubbly person, but inside I was actually like totally lost. And sometimes I would think, do you know what, if this is my lot, do I really want to be here? I really struggled with the whole being on my own with the pandemic, living away from my family. My children had left home, had empty nest syndrome. I just didn't know how to get out of the bit again. I was totally lost. But joining Feel It Be has been one of the best things I've ever done.
Tell me, how has it helped you, and what is it about Feel It Be that has helped you get out of this place that you were in?
I think definitely the mindset work that Shelly gives us, and also the camaraderie, the team. That's a worldwide program, so there's always somebody there to have a chat to. If there's any questions, they would be answered. And it's just amazing because there's always somebody live on that page. And I really dug deep with the mindset work, the journaling, and really every time Shelly did a live on the mindset work, I thought she was speaking to me, because it really prompted something within me to change or to do. And I did it. I just dug deep and I did it. I did the work. And it's like the best thing I've ever done for me, how I feel in the inside, but also my family see a massive difference in how I am, because I'm true to myself now, not just kidding on anymore.
And you know, that's something that we actually find just apparent in life all around. A lot of us are just painting the face on to get on and to make it look like we're doing okay. You spoke about the group that we talk about here on Feel It Be. I mean, it's hundreds and hundreds of ladies all enclosed in a safe and secure Facebook page. And they're all around the world. So you're right, there's always somebody within the group, there's always somebody there to chat to if you need a wee bit of support, encouragement, or just a pat on the back. And I think that's one thing we can really struggle to try and put into words, I think, on Feel It Be as well, is how that actually affects us all. Just to find other like-minded ladies that we can share and feel open to. I know myself, I've ended up with so many friends. I've never met them, but I feel like they're such good friends. Do you feel like that, Lisa?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I've made some really good friends, and because I work in the Dundee city centre, I see a lot of people, a lot of Dundee girls, which has been great.
They come into your coffee shop?
Yeah, they do.
I'm going to come in there one day. I'm hoping it's a free coffee that I get. Oh, that's great. You also spoke about the fact that when Shelly is talking to you, I mean, it's a one-to-many program, of course. However, I think there's so many of us feel exactly the same. When she is sitting there in front of that screen and she's talking to hundreds of people, you forget about everybody else and you do genuinely believe that she is talking to you. She's there to help you, support you, guide you, educate you. But how she manages to come across on a screen, I still don't know. Years later, I've still no idea how she manages it, but I do actually think she is just talking to me as well. But you're saying that she's talking to you, so how does she manage that, Lisa?
Yeah, I think it's just, there's always something inside your head, and if she's talking about it, you're like, oh yeah, how did you know I needed to hear that today?
Absolutely. Tell me about the meal plans. We obviously are given our meal plans on a Friday to start on the Monday. How have you adjusted your way of eating? Because you said that you thought you ate well. So how's that changed for you?
Oh, massively. I think that more of the food groups. So I would still eat potatoes and bread and pasta, cereal, rice, and none of that. We don't eat any of that. And it actually has helped clean up my insides, because I have it like irritable bowel, suffered from acid reflux. Sometimes I would have to sleep sitting up because it was so bad, the acid. And that was because the foods that I ate. And I hadn't even finished the 5-day blitz, and I had no acid reflux. So it's just keeping to the good food groups. And if I ever deviate back to that, the acid reflux comes right back again.
It certainly does. Did you have any health issues before you started, Lisa, on Feel It Be?
Yeah, I had celiac disease and had dry eye syndrome, and also a really bad irritable bowel. But my dry eye syndrome went really quickly. I mean, I would go to bed at night because I couldn't see, because I was on medication for years. But none of the doctors ever asked me, how much do you drink in a day? So once we started drinking more water, I definitely seen a massive difference, and I don't suffer from dry eye syndrome at all now, or acid reflux. I know, and my irritable bowel is so much better. Sometimes I have it comes back now and again, but no, I used to have a toilet key with me. It was that bad, and I had to plan my route. Always needed to know where the toilet was. I had a toilet app on my phone, and I used to be really embarrassed about it. and I would, like, it was really restricting in the social life. Sometimes I would spend all the night on a night out in the toilet, and it was really embarrassing. But now I don't have any of that. I have so much freedom to actually not have to carry extra underwear, or just being honest. You know, it's like it was really debilitating at times,
Must have
and
been.
now
Must have been.
absolute freedom. Yeah,
That is fantastic to hear. And that is purely just sorting out your diet.
absolutely.
You thought that you ate healthy before as
Mhm.
well. It's incredible, really incredible.
Mhm.
You spoke about your fitness. You said that you were quite active and fit before
Mhm.
puberty. How's that changed for you?
Uh, my fitness is definitely improved. I'm so much stronger. I feel so much healthier. I'm lighter, and like I do lots of sports now. I go paddleboarding, swimming, like, yeah, just anything that life throws at me. I go, yeah, I'll do that. I'll try that.
Fantastic. You would never have done that before. You wouldn't have had the confidence, yeah.
No, I never had the confidence. I mean, I was always sporty, but not to do things on my own. Now I go paddleboarding in the caves on my own. I go, like, cross the water from, like, Dundee to Tayport or Dundee to Wormit on my own.
What, on your
Not any bother.
paddleboard?
No paddleboard, yeah, but I've never have done that before.
That's amazing. And I've got to ask, because obviously paddleboarding seems to be the latest craze that everybody's jumping onto. Are you on your knees or are you standing up when you're on your paddleboard?
I mostly stand up, but
Wow.
sometimes I
Go girl.
see yeah, it's great.
Oh, that is amazing. That is really, really fantastic. I'm so chuffed for you. Shelly does her live Zooms Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 7 o'clock in the morning. Do you get an opportunity to join in with our Zoom classes?
Absolutely, I do it every day. Every day it's on, I do it, and if there is a time that I need to work, I always find a safe place to do it. Yeah, I never miss it, and it's great. It's great keeping in the routine.
Yeah.
Uh,
And tell me how you feel when you're doing your Zooms, because there's obviously all these other women doing the Zoom as well. But Shelly has got this screen with just lots of little squares, so she can watch us all. She can tell us if we're doing anything wrong or if she needs to help us adjust the way we're doing things or encourage us. How do you feel about how Shelly can actually pinpoint you out on these little wee boxes? I'm really interested to see what some
Yeah.
of the things.
I actually, you can't believe it until you get a shout out to put your butt down or take your bum with you. It's like, oh, but as great as you actually feel like you're getting a 1-to-1.
I know.
You really do.
It's unbelievable. I don't know how she does it.
Absolutely.
All these
No,
years,
not
I'm
me.
still thinking, how can she see me on that little screen? But she
No.
does. And she'll
Yeah.
work her way through everybody and help you. And as you say, it's just like having your own PT in your living room, isn't it?
Absolutely. It is, yeah.
Absolutely
Definitely.
fantastic. It really is. Is there anything else, Lisa, you would like to talk about tonight?
I just think that being on the programme is really nurturing. And for me, I'm now thriving, where before I was just existing day to day. But now I feel like I can take on anything that life throws at me. And I'm really looking forward to seeing the next part of my journey.
That is so lovely to hear, Lisa. It really is. I know that you know Shelley's merchandise department very well.
Yes.
I would like to ask what it involves. How does it look when you are in the warehouse? Tell me what you can see and what sort of products that she's got in her warehouse.
Well, in the warehouse, there's lots of products. There's barbells, dumbbells, kettlebells, there's bags, resistance bands, and there's lots of t-shirts, leggings, and sweatshirts. And they're all of the highest quality, and the supplements, which Shelly speaks about quite a lot, and they are really beneficial. They are great.
A huge range of supplements, which yeah, Shelly made up herself, and she's got them on the market. They are just fantastic. And I know many of our clients just thrive on them, as well as eating clean. They've got a fantastic selection of supplements there too. Lisa, before we go, I would like to ask for 5 words from you to describe Shelly and Feel It Be. I'm compiling a list. It's amazing the words that her clients can come up with to describe what she has. So give me your best 5, please.
Okay, so rewarding, inspiring, nurturing, encouraging, and motivating.
Oh, fantastic, Lisa. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. And yeah, I really, really wish you so well, whether it's on Feel It Be and where your future life is going to take you as well. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you tonight. You look amazing. I don't think I asked, would you mind if I ask how much weight have you lost since you started Feel It Be?
I've lost 3.5 stone and 42.5 inches.
Oh
and
my!
I'm only 5 foot. I'm 5 foot.
Are you 5 foot?
Yeah.
Shelly must tower over the top of you. Lisa, thank you so much for your time tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure to get to meet you.
Thank you.
Chat with you, and I wish you well. I really do. Thank you so much.
Thanks for your time, Lesley.
No problem. Take care. Thank you. Bye.